Hi, and welcome back to Wicked One Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading for you that has a channeled song along with the pre-shuffle. The channeled song is from Borns called, is it Clouds or Cloud? I think it's Clouds. And it's been going through my head all morning, but basic idea being I can't get your face out of my mind. Like I keep thinking about your face, and then I want to say, sorry guys, I had to charge my phone, otherwise I'd be reading the lyrics like verbatim. But I want to say and I won't stop until you knock on my door. So there's this element of, I can't forget you. I'm very attracted to you, and I've got to find a way to see you. And then for the pre shuffle, we have yin and yang and the sunflower. Good morning, Miss Tiana. How are you doing? And this balance card is really making me feel like we have, honestly, it's making me think of the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming together because we also have the sunflower action. And because we're like so zoomed in, it's really making me think about like a flower's reproduction, which is so weird. But I feel like we've got somebody here who realizes they've found like their other half and that they have to take action. The book does say for Sunflower that it is not the time to be shy or timid. It is time to take action towards that which makes you happy. So I feel like we have a moment in time here where somebody is saying, you know what? If this is what makes me happy, I can't imagine losing that. So I'm going to have to go knock on someone's door. And of course, I have all signs in the title. So at the end of the reading, or like maybe more so like the bulk of the reading, right? We're going to look into each astrological sign and get specifics for each of you. If you want to know the order that I use, you can check the description box below. I put that order down there for you. And then I also have really amazing moderators like the lovely Miss Joanna that will, I'm sure, be helpful along the way as well. And then after the live stream, I will update it with the timestamps for you guys. One other thing, we have to do a quick shout out to the lovely Miss Joanna. Love you, girl. She has gifted me a few sets of cards as well, one of which I've already tapped into. That is the Signs of the Times deck, Oracle cards. So everyone, I'm sure if you've been in the live chat, you already know how amazing Miss Joanna is. So thank you. Thank you. Hello, Ambit. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Hello, Anton. Welcome. Hello, Nermine. I hope you're all doing well. Let's do a little bit of underlying energy. So this would be the collective energy, right? All of the signs included. And then we will start probably about 10 minutes in or so. Sometimes it's more like 13, and see what we have for the individual astrological signs, starting with Aquarius. All right, let's dig in for the collective. You know me, I love the situations deck. Wait a second, you guys. Almost forgot to call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Again, I hope you're all doing well. Let's see. Oh, totally. Yeah, I wouldn't want to like admit it to all of my friends, but Harry Styles has some good music. I won't lie. All right, let's see what else we have for the collective. This is the situations deck. You probably know that because I use it all the time. All right, oops. Let's see. We've got retaliation and recalling. I did not expect retaliation. All right, so honestly, I feel like there's some jealousy here. So we might be dealing with a little bit of a love triangle. It feels to me like we have, because this person feels to me like even though they're not looking this direction. Have you ever seen those reels or TikToks where there's like a girlfriend with her hair pushed over her face, and it looks like she's looking at her own phone, but really she's looking at like her boyfriend's phone through her hair. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. Like there's somebody who's trying to keep an eye on a love situation without looking like they're keeping an eye on the love situation. Oh, you're so sweet, never mind. Thank you. And I feel like it's just one of those things where there is a beautiful connection here, and nobody can really do anything to change that, even if all three people think there's a problem with that, right? There's like a magnetism here. With the yin yang card, we know there's a balance, right? Somebody feels like, that's my person. Um, but there's been something that happened here because if we're recalling or reminiscing, there's some distance. I almost marked this a no contact reading. It could be for the majority of you, this is a no contact, but there was something there that made me feel like I should not totally make it no contact. I think some of you may be cautiously contacting each other. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not full on talking through what's going on, but kind of dancing around it. Yeah, so remember the sunflower card was saying this is not the time to be shy or timid. If you have a love offer that you want to take action towards, you don't have much time to talk. And then we have tragedy, forbidden love. I'd already said there's something here that makes me feel like the people involved all feel like they shouldn't want each other, but they do. And then there's definitely some element of social media here. Somebody's watching somebody is thinking about communicating via social media, but hasn't, something along those lines. But the fact that we have connected on here really does make me feel like even if there's a block in place here, there's an opening here, right? Like there is a way to communicate. All right, let's get one more for you. All right, we have two more. This card keeps coming out, you guys. Somebody cannot make up their mind when they're going to actually make a move. It's in the reverse. But I also feel like this is saying in the past, maybe even the present, we have somebody pretending. I feel like this is the person who doesn't want to or didn't want to admit that they have feelings. But you notice the shoes are different colors. Like it still sticks out somehow, right? Like it may not be obvious to everyone, but it might be obvious to everyone. Like I do think there are some suspicions, and it might involve all three of these people, that this one likes that one, this one likes that one, they both like this. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely some gossip that's happened about this love triangle. Let's just hope it doesn't get more complicated. Right? All right, this is the energy oracle. We'll get a little bit more information here for you guys. Yes, I totally get that, Ambit. Oh, that's so cool. I love it, Anton. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so beautiful. So what do we have? We definitely have balance. We have balance on both of these cards. So whomever you are, you have figured out something that makes you stick out as a desirable partner. You are drawing people in because you've made something very clear here to the people that are in your community or to the people that are interested in you, right? Which is to say, I am enough all on my own. I don't need anybody else. I have found balance within myself. I feel like this is saying you have the divine feminine and masculine balanced within yourself. You can take care of yourself, but you can also draw in the love and opportunities that you need. Now, here we have the three pyramids in the background, kind of confirming for me, you guys, there's a triangle here. There's a love triangle here. And gosh, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. There's actually three people admiring me right now. This is feeling a little tangled up, all tied up. Okay, so this feels like the more prominent energy amongst the admirers, the person who feels the best, like the strongest connection, or maybe has that reciprocation, the person you would most likely, entertain as a partner. This person is dealing with drama. They don't feel like they can approach you yet. Dun dun dun. All right, let's get the Kipper. I'm going to fill up this left column and then we'll start with Aquarius right here. Probably this deck and maybe like the Lenormand. The House and Thoughts in the Reverse. Do you see how in the house illustration, there's also like a courthouse in the background? It feels to me like we've got, hello there, Kevin, how are you doing? It feels to me like we have a project or so much going on because somebody is trying to stop thinking about the person they're in love with. Like, yes, this is in the reverse, but what was the channeled song? I can't stop thinking about your face. Oh, what is he thinking about? A fucking face, you guys. I think this person is dealing with family drama, may also be dealing with a transfer or a transition in their career. There may be, for some of you, a legal element here, trying to work out child custody, trying to sell a house. One of those elements here. It's like, if I can keep my mind focused on other things, I don't have to think about this person, this angel of balance, right? Another side to this pair is, and I won't stop thinking about your face until you knock on my door. Well, what is that? It's the door. Yeah. I can't stop thinking about your face. So this person, there's an element of concern here, and I feel like this is because they know there are other admirers, right? They may know who they are. Oh boy. All right, this is the Golden Lenormand. Actually, hold up. We gotta try. This is the Dragon Oracle, also from Miss Joanna. And I love this because all of these are dragons. And I don't know, who doesn't like dragons? Well, probably people being like hunted by dragons. Hi there, Clive. How are you doing? We have the Earth and Fire Dragon. And the Air and Water Dragon. For some of you, this combination here is giving you a hint in terms of astrological signs. Earth and fire earth signs, fire signs. So there could be one person that has earth and fire prominently in their charts, and then air and water. What a nice balance. More balance, right? Because we have all four represented here, but they're divided up. I feel like we have on one side of this dynamic duo, this love pair, we have very strong fire and earth. Feel free to check my description box below because I'm pretty sure I separate them out by, air, water, earth, all of that so that you can see which is which if you don't know. But what we have underneath here, Earth and Fire Dragon works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. It is time for service. When you give, you receive. Air and Water Dragon helps you to connect to higher frequencies. Trust your intuition. Develop your psychic abilities. Be open to enlightenment. Express your inner song. So, whichever you align with more, there is somebody out there who balances out on the other side, right? I really do feel like the air and water dragon likely is tied to the person who is the angel of balance. And I say that because this is helping other people connect to higher frequencies. So this person who has a few admirers is likely somebody who inspires people to become a better version of themselves, right? Because we have motivation here for somebody to take action on a love interest. Yeah. Take it how it resonates, obviously, but somebody is being like pressured or seeing like intuitive messages, maybe even in their dreams, like it's go time, it's game day, time to do something. You can't just sit on your bum all day. All right, I think we are going to dive into Aquarius because I took way too long. All right, Aquarius. This is the Egyptian Tarot. For each of the 12 signs, I will pull about 5 to 8 cards, including a few clarifiers. Aquarius, we have the Knight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting, because I said I think the person who has the balance that's inspiring people, the angel of balance, is this air and water, and then this earth and fire. What do we have here? Earth and fire, wands and pentacles. But we have a lack of balance here. Two of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who needs to figure out how to improve upon the stability that they have. Hello there, Jai Sankar. How are you doing? Check the description box, Jai Sankar, but we go air, water, fire, earth. But you might learn something from every single one of them. I'm getting a little full of myself, aren't I? We've got somebody who's ready to take action. They see that there's something that can be improved upon, or they see that there is a puzzle piece that would fit into that particular situation, right? Like, I know how to bring peace to this situation. Excuse me. I know, don't be mad at me. It's not Dr. Pepper. But it's still good. Knight of Swords. There are those two admirers, Aquarius. So we have one person that may be motivated to take action here by a reason that is not as admirable. Don't know why. Maybe it's the direction of this little dude where he's looking. I feel like this Knight of Swords is the better match of the two knights that we have here. So Aquarius, if you are choosing between another air sign and a fire sign, the air sign may be more appropriate for you, but more importantly, there looks to be one person who's maybe a little bit more motivated by physical um, or outwardly appearance, and another person who is more likely to tell the truth or speak their truth, maybe even be a little bit blunt. This person is more appropriate, I think, for you. We have the Four of Cups. You may have rejected this person before, or they may have rejected you before. There's something here, because we had tragedy, forbidden love. One of you may have dated another person's friend, family member. Yep, see, there's our third night. Aquarius, you might have three people looking your way, but this Knight of Chalices is in the reverse. Hello there, Voodoo. How are you doing? So be careful, Aquarius. It feels to me like we have somebody here. Like, I'm really rooting for the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Chalices in the reverse. This is somebody who might know your weaknesses and try to take advantage of them. This could be an ex. This Knight of Chalices, it feels to me like what they're trying to do is get in your way. They don't want you to move on from them, or they don't want you to get involved in a relationship because they're jealous. I don't like this one. We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. If this Knight of Chalices is indeed an ex of yours, it feels to me like they have already demonstrated that they don't treat you the way you deserve to be treated, that they take more than they give. They might have consistent financial issues, and they like to put on a front in terms of, I am doing better than I actually am, right? Whether that's on social media or just trying to wear a bunch of expensive clothes. This is a faker. Did you see how that like danced around? That was kind of cool. We have the Death card here. One of my favorites. Aquarius, you'll be able to determine which of the three love interests is more your pace based on your intuition and your discernment. I feel like the way you feel when you're around the person who's right for you is more of that, like, well, it's like this, right? You're close, you giggle a lot, you feel understood, right? So the other thing that I have to say here is give somebody, well, give all of them, right, an opportunity to prove whether or not they have transformed or become a different person, right? If somebody here has gone through like a dark night of the soul or some sort of ascension, you want to make sure we can appreciate that people can change, right? Hello there, Storm. How are you doing? Oh, goodness. All right, let's get some clarifiers for you, Aquarius. We're going to use the Everyday Tarot. What else do we have for Aquarius? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is like windy and rainy out there. Not nice. Six of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Hanged Man. Aquarius, for some of you, there is a delay here in your love life because there may be some people who feel like an ex of yours is a little bit too present in your life still. There may be some hesitation here because they're acquaintances with your ex. There could be some concern that you're going to go back to this ex, but there is a little bit of a delay or a stalling energy here because they want to make sure that you are actually on your own. I do feel like those of you that may be tempted to get back with an ex, doesn't look like it's a good idea. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, we're going to use the Ghost Tarot for you. Page of Swords in the reverse. Tower. It feels to me like something is being gossiped about, some ending here or some really dramatic, like, fallout, argument. It feels like a relationship ending, or it feels like somebody rejecting another person pretty harshly or publicly. There's something that a lot of people are talking about, and it feels like somebody wants to get revenge, um, ruin something for someone else because their relationship was ruined, that kind of vibe. But I do feel like the person who was wronged in this situation might be the love interest of note here. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I feel like there was a feminine energy. Doesn't have to be, could be masculine, but there was somebody here who was using their sexual energy to keep somebody trapped. Goodness. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse as well, and the Five of Wands. Gemini, we've got a lot of disloyal people involved in this situation, a lot of unhealed people that are trying to get what they want. Two of Wands in the reverse. And I think you know that this is like par for the course. This is how this group of people behaves. So you may be considering, is now the right time for me to move elsewhere or find a new soul tribe? Like, I don't know, are you on Vanderpump Rules? Because this feels like a bunch of, like not a lot of great energy here. This Tower could be you deciding, everybody here is just a bunch of gossipers, a bunch of liars. Why am I involving myself with these people? So we have Ten of Swords, World in the reverse. I'm just going to take the World in the reverse, but we saw the Ten of Swords, so I'll read on that as well. I just want it to look pretty, There's a pretty major ending here. I feel like, yes, there are multiple people that are interested in being with you, but I don't know that you're interested in being with any of them. I don't know that they're mature enough for you. I don't think that they communicate in a way that, sets you up for long-term success. This looks like a bunch of high schoolers to me. No offense to high schoolers. You're allowed to be a high schooler when you're in high school. But if you're acting like this and you're not in high school, then I might make fun of you. So with the World in the reverse, it feels to me like this is not going to change. There is a group of people here that don't seem to realize that they could be making their life easier on themselves if they matured. We got to do your clarifiers. So Gemini, it looks to me like maybe it's the right time for you to move on. We have the Devil, the Five of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Yeah, so here's what I see, Gemini. You have correctly identified that all these people that you've been dealing with or surrounding yourself with, they got fear, they got addictions, they have obsessions, they like to control people. You don't need any more of this. You're good. You're ready for something better. So what are you going to do? You're going to say, ta-ta, I'm good. I'm moving on. For some of you, you don't have to move to a new city or a new state or a new country or anything like that. You just need to reinvest your time and energy into a different social community, right? But for others of you, you are straight up like, yeah, this is my cue to leave. And then we have the King of Pentacles here, Gemini, which really tells me this exit, this departure from this group of people that are not as mature as you, leads to your being very successful, or, well, I'm going to say, and a solid relationship. So removing yourself from this community is absolutely a good call. All right. We are going to move on to Libra. I don't know why I just heard that. I just heard money, 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 money. And I don't know why, Libra, but I'm hoping it bodes well for you. That this Hermit card could mean you have a really good, like, opportunity, a really good idea. Maybe you're about to copyright something. But Libra, we've got the Hermit here, and I feel like this is meant to say you are meant to go down a path that's a little bit unusual, a little bit unique, and you should not be nervous about it, right? Hi there, Nancy. How are you doing? Good morning. Hello there, Dina. Welcome. So let's get more for you, Libra. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is like something is almost over. The burden you've been carrying is about to get much lighter, which is amusing to me because we're clarifying this card. For some of you, you have offloaded a relationship that was needy and demanding and moochy. For others of you, this is you have left a job that was not the right fit for you. This was a situation that made you feel stuck, like you couldn't get the right information. You couldn't have, access to transportation that would take you elsewhere. Whatever it was, this was like all tied up, right? I can't make the moves I want. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Who is that says, survey says that was a lie? You have more freedom, more mobility, and more access than you're willing to see, right? There is an escape route here. There is a change coming. There is an improvement. You only need to look up. Look at what's actually around you. Knight of Wands in the reverse. There's a natural end here for somebody that has been unfaithful. I don't necessarily mean infidelity, more so like I'm there for you when you need me on a Tuesday, but I'm not there for you when you need me on a Friday. Just like unreliable, right? And this encourages you to move forward. Like there's something better out there for me. There's something that I can do that will make me happy. Maybe you just want to go on a bike ride, but this looks to me like forward movement, realizing that something you have decided to leave in the past wasn't what you thought it was. Maybe that, thing or person actually went out of their way to make it seem like they were something that they were not. But you have caught on, you have seen the truth of the situation and realized you actually do have the power to move forward or move on. Even if it involves a little bit of a battle. So you might be kind of not looking forward to a conversation or somebody finding out what's happened. Keep the faith, because I feel like this Angel of Balance card suggests you are going to be able to handle this. You just have to be patient and communicate honestly, right? All right, what else do we have for Libra? Queen of Swords. Nine of Wands. Three of Swords in the reverse. This is really nice, Libra. So boundaries are important for you right now. You are leaving behind a it's like you're playing a video game. You've mastered this level, okay? Like, leave it in the past. You were meant to do bigger and better things. There's a new boss for you to defeat. Like there's an element here of you've been through it. You've learned your lessons. You know what's going on now. Use that intuition and discernment. Press on to the next level. You have healing ahead of you. I believe you've already embarked on that healing journey. Stay committed to that. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with how things change or develop over the next 6 months. All right, let's move to water signs. We're going to go with Pisces. This is the Meta Muse. Thank you, Miss Joanna. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse. All right, Pisces, we have an ex that's angry because somebody isn't sad that it's over. I kind of feel like this is somebody who knows their ex is headed towards you. So you may have captured the heart or the attention of somebody that has a pretty nasty ex, somebody that is controlling and manipulative. Also feels to me like somebody who hides behind material things. And with the Five of Cups in the reverse, there's something here about this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse losing their influence, losing their grasp on somebody because this person is now able to move forward. They're able to move forward and they're focused on two cups that have not spilt, right? There's still an opportunity here. But we have recalling. This person already knows you. This person already knows that you are balanced or that you would make them happy. But why is this considered forbidden? Temperance, High Priestess in the reverse. It's a secret. I think you are very secretive, right? Like, you're a mystery, and a lot of people feel like even if they have the opportunity to talk to you or get to know you, there's still so many additional levels that they can't figure out. I mean, raise your hand if you think that Pisces aren't normally pretty deep people, right? Dreamy. We can be a little bit crazy, right? So I feel like there is a perfect match here that is pissing off somebody, an ex. And as a result, this person who is, I think, in love with you or thinking about you feels like they have to keep their feelings for you quiet because of this potential for retaliation or jealousy. I gotta be honest, I don't think it's just an ex that's jealous or angry about this. I feel like this admirer feels like there are multiple people that would be upset if you were to get into a relationship with them. Two of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Wands. Now that's interesting. Huh. This person took a wrong turn, got off of their path, did something that they wish that they could undo, but it's made it very clear for them what they do want, what they do need, right? Like that's why we have this concern card, right? I know I should have done something different in the past. Maybe I should have been honest. Maybe I should have chosen someone else. Maybe I should have chosen myself. There's something here this person wishes they could undo that makes them feel all tied up. Like whatever that decision was or that comment was, it has placed them into a position of, I don't know how to fix this. Ten of Wands in the reverse effectively by adding these two together, right? So there's been a no contact situation here or something that is unsaid, and it's getting to be a little bit overwhelming for this admirer to remain quiet. They feel like they're being inauthentic by not communicating with you. There's a very strong pull for them. Wow. So you may be dealing with Aquarius here because we have death coming out in the same location as the Aquarius reading. It doesn't have to be, of course, but we've got a person that is desperate to, I think, shed a skin, move on to a newer version of themselves, transform, and they feel like you have inspired them to do that. The emotion they feel for you has inspired them to become a better version of themselves. All right, let's get some clarifiers for you, Pisces. Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles, King of Wands in the reverse. This person wants to make things right or find a balance after they were either a little bit too easy to anger or after they were being a little bit like relationship avoidant. They didn't want to hop into something serious, but now they do. That Page of Cups is, I'm ready to make an offer in love. It's acknowledgement that no one is like you, right? But I get a little bit of concern that the community at large is an issue for this. So be careful, Pisces. Use your discernment. All right, let's move on to Cancer. We're going to use the gold foil tarot. Ooh. What do we have for Cancer? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse. Cancer, you are nobody's fool. There was somebody who has recently or is about to try to get back into your life, try to insert themselves back into your life. And I think you saw right through them. Even if you have good memories with this person, this Two of Swords in the reverse is giving me like, I see through you. I know why you're trying to come back into my life and it isn't for anything good. So you can stay right over there. You know, like you are not here for this person. And that's, I mean, beautiful because you are using your intuition and your discernment to see right through somebody's motivations. Yep, King of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who doesn't know how to appropriately convey how they feel. This is somebody who is I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. What I saw flash through my mind was like Lana Ray was doing some radio interview or something, and they asked her to sing a cappella the verse about man-child. I don't want to say this. What was it? You fucked me so good. I think I'm in love or something like that. This person might be really good in bed, but they're not good at loving. They're not good at communicating. They're not good at sacrifice, right? Like, congrats. You do have something on the bingo card. But when it comes to like showing love in any other way besides physical, you kind of suck at it. Sorry. Just being honest. Don't shoot the messenger. So this King of Cups in the reverse, whether masculine or feminine, this person has an opportunity to learn how to get better in touch with their feelings, better in touch with their opportunities for healing, and not make everything about the 3D or about like physical connection, right? Because, I mean, there really are some people out there who think that they can get you to fall in love just by being good in bed. And I'm here to tell you that's not real. It's not real love. You got to be able to do a little bit more than that. We have the Chariot in the reverse. Yeah, I think you were like, yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there. um, Not interested, right? Like, I almost feel like some of you got a little sassy, or you will get a little sassy, and just be like, "You really think that's gonna work on me? Come on, come on." Oh, that's dangerous, Clive. Have I said hi to you, Voodoo? Hello, Voodoo. How are you doing? It's okay. We forgive you. Yes, exactly, Tom. How are you doing? Did I say Tom? I'm sorry, guys. All signs can get a little bit crazy in here, but you know I love you all. Cancer, we have good news for you, though. This is like a reward for your ability to take the trash out. Oh, you guys are going to hate me. Because you're able to walk away from a match that is not a good one, something that you already know, like what that's about, right? You're going to have true love walking in, and it might take you by surprise. I feel like this Knight of Swords in particular is like, you might be a little bit almost like uncomfortable with how somebody comes after you. Like they're just like, oh no, I know what I want, and it's you. You are the whole package, right? Like this person sees you for who you are, but you might need a little bit more time to really open up to this person because you've been through a lot, right? But, you know, keep that heart open because there is somebody out there that is worthwhile. And I want to make sure that you don't walk right past it. For some of you, this is an air sign. Five of Swords and the World. This is you looking at that person who tried to get back into your life, totally a saboteur. And you're like, nope, bye. It's over. The world is saying, you're ready for a new chapter. You are not looking backwards. You are not going to be interested in something where somebody doesn't know how to learn their lessons or heal. Two of Wands in the reverse. You have rejected a path. You know that there's a different path for you. All right, let's move to Scorpio. Scorpio, we're going to use the Jack-o'-lantern tarot for you. Six of Swords, Seven of Swords. I really do appreciate your dedication to things coming out in the right order. Scorpio, what are you dealing with here? I feel like you got out in the nick of time. I feel like you were dealing with somebody that was very vindictive, very manipulative. This is somebody who could lie to somebody they care about just about as easily as I can down an oatmeal cream pie. Sorry. I'll stay serious. You saw through, like, I want to get a little bit closer here. You see how the people in the boat are looking directly at the guy over here in the Seven of Swords? You got out just as somebody was launching another offensive, just as somebody was trying to do something else to really mess you up. And I feel like there's a pretty strong chance here you were dealing with an energy vampire. If you're unfamiliar with that, a good way to kind of deduce that you're dealing with an energy vampire is if when you hang out with them, instead of them refilling your cup or making you feel more energized or happy, it's a drain, right? Like you might feel really tired. You might feel like you don't have the energy to do certain things. You might feel like you can't remember certain things. I feel like you have found out it's really important to have physical distance from this person. I don't like this person. The Seven of Swords comes across to me as somebody who is dabbling in things they don't understand. So, yeah. Yes, just a little bit of waiting. Exactly. So, we have the Seven of Wands, which tells me you have protection. And I'm not saying you're perfect. I'm not saying you've done no wrong in this relationship. I just think that this person was specifically trying to mislead you in a number of different ways. Like, this person may not have been honest with you about more than like 15% of their freaking life. Like, this is somebody who's really used to lying. They were in particular trying to make sure that you did not leverage your intuition or your discernment. But you can see how we have there's an owl wrapped around the Seven of Swords, like around their thigh. And then we have the owl at the top here on the Seven of Wands. This owl has been protecting you. They saw what this Seven of Swords individual did and wanted to make sure that you got out of Dodge. Like, some of you may have actually moved. Some of you may have had to do a restraining order, but this is somebody who was like a giant thorn in your side. But don't worry. There's somebody here who has your back, who has inspired you. For some of you, the person that you're dealing with has ties to the military or law enforcement. But I do feel like we have somebody, she's naked, right? Somebody who's actually authentic taught you how to see the lack of authenticity in this Seven of Swords energy. Scorpio, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This relationship, whether it was romantic or not, I feel like it was romantic for most of you. This was a very serious test for you. I feel like initially you thought this was everything you wanted in a relationship. Maybe there was even some element here of like, they let me do this that nobody else would, right? Like maybe it was an open relationship kind of thing. There's something here where you thought, no, this is great. This is what I want. And then over time, you realized that this person was not a good influence and was trying to impact your progress, was trying to make you feel stuck. This person wanted to make you codependent on them so that you wouldn't leave them. That's why we have the all tied up. They wanted you like a treat in a spider web. Like, I'm going to save you for later. You can't go anywhere. And with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like there's an element here of like finances being a little bit difficult, perhaps because of this person, but you have figured out how to hold back information or feelings. I feel like you've had to kind of hide from this person. All right, let's get some clarifiers for you. Let's do it for Scorpio. Yeah, you're walking away from this. And I think you're noticing that without this person in your life, things are getting easier, right? Things are picking up speed. It's not as difficult for you to make progress in like your career, for example. Hey there, Karen. How are you doing? The Emperor. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Scorpio, go on with your bad self. So, for some of you, this is saying your difficult relationship is what is bringing you balance. You have finally mastered the divine feminine and the divine masculine. You have that balance within you. You do not need to be in a relationship to handle your business. You can stand up for yourself. I want you to remember that you have power, that you have a voice, and it matters. This Emperor card is about you standing up for yourself, and that's a very important thing for you to always have as a weapon, right? I feel like you need a hug, and I would totally give you one if you weren't in a computer screen. But yeah, keep going. You have made, I think, a very big change in your life that is important and will serve you well. All right, switching over to fire signs, we're going to start with Aries. But I need a drink. Thirsty. All right, guys. Aries. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Cups. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Some of you have been dealing with some instability, potentially financial instability, after a relationship ended. It feels like somebody was trying to make it a little bit difficult for you, but there's help coming your way. For some of you, this is in the form of a King of Cups who wants to help you, who feels genuine care and concern, possibly even love for you. For others of you, you are the King of Cups because you have been able to communicate and stay in touch with your emotions. There's help coming to you. For some of you, this could have been like a bit of a drought for you in terms of your dating life. And now there is somebody that's going to knock your socks off. The Moon, the Three of Cups. I feel like you have gotten a little too acquainted with holding feelings back, and you had to kind of challenge yourself in terms of having that open heart and having faith that you could have, the love of a lifetime. And it may have made it challenging for you to participate in social events or be a part of a social community. But we also have a change of heart, I think. I think you are actually becoming more open to people, letting them in. Yeah. You're able to take a new approach, take a new path. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So I like that the Fool is facing the Three of Cups and not facing the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Aries, it's really important for you to focus on the things that are going well for you and what you want to have happen in your social life or your dating life, and not let the things that happened in the past that delayed you or represented obstacles, leave that in the past. I think, Aries, the biggest challenge for you here is to remember the power of your thoughts. You have the ability to focus on what makes you happy, what you want to bring into your life or manifest it. And I think you have realized now that you spent too much time thinking about what went wrong, thinking about what you had lost or what challenges you encountered. Let bygones be bygones and focus on hot buns. Sorry, I'm lame. Focus on the things that you do want. We're going to switch to a different clarifier to make sure that we have the right cards coming out for you guys. How about the Golden Girls, you guys? Does that work for you? All right, what else do we have for Aries, please? Seven of Cups. I feel like you're a little bit gun shy, a little bit nervous that you'll make the wrong choice, but you are ready to invest in something. You are ready to work on. It feels like you're ready for a regular old relationship, a long-term relationship. So use your intuition and your discernment. You'll be able to tell whether or not somebody's energy is coming from a place of love or a place of fear. Make sure you are coming from a place of love, right? We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. When you feel drawn to somebody, when you feel that magnetism or that chemistry, be decisive about it. Don't wait for something to be better, right? There are a lot of people out there that shoot themselves in the foot romantically because they always assume there's something better out there, right? I'm not telling you to settle. I'm saying when you feel drawn to somebody, when you feel that magic with somebody, don't look for reasons to cut it off or second guess yourself or sabotage the situation. Be decisive. All right, let's move to Leo. We're going to use... We're going to use the noisy cards for you. This is for Leo. What do we have for Leo? Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Didn't we have that? Very close. You may be dealing with Pisces, but not necessarily. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Leo, are you dishing out a little bit of karma right now? I feel like you've matched someone's energy. Somebody that you have pulled away from has demonstrated to you that they're not reliable, they're not loyal, they're not honest. It feels to me like it's a relationship situation where you didn't feel like this person showed you the respect that you deserved or showed you the respect that you showed them. So you have dished back some element of silence or block or indifference because you're not interested in going another round with this person. You have seen them for who they truly are, and you realize you deserve better because you deserve a Queen of Pentacles in the upright. However you identify, remember the gender isn't really a big deal. It's the energy behind it, right? Somebody wasn't giving you the time of day, and you deserve somebody who is interested and supportive and loving. So you were like, bye-bye. See you later. Maybe not. Five of Pentacles, you decided to leave somebody in the past. And I think you found more stability because you don't have to deal with the question marks, the insecurity here. I'm looking in between the pentacles here. It's almost like there's anchors in the middle, right? I feel like you found life is more easy to navigate when you don't have to deal with a difficult relationship. So with the Hierophant in the reverse, yes, I feel like you have taken a break from this relationship or from relationships in general. But I also feel like you have discovered an unconventional approach. You have figured out some sort of puzzle. I feel like you've mastered your discernment. You know now how to read somebody's energy before you get too invested, right? Exactly. Genuine is always a good attribute, right? We have the Chariot. Things are about to take off for you. Things are about to be maybe even a little bit shocking in terms of how different. And it's all because you chose yourself. So I feel like some of you need to hear that you will not be alone forever. Just because you have standards doesn't mean there isn't somebody out there for you, right? You don't have to settle. So, yes, you may be taking some time to yourself right now. You may have a little bit of solitude. You may have some healing you need to do, right? But don't confuse that with never having something again. There is something out there for you or someone. What else do we have for Leo, please? King of Swords, Three of Swords. Oh, let me get one more. I love that the Three of Swords is on her sweater. That's so cute. You have become much more wise. You are not getting your heart broken and then wasting that wisdom, right? You are learning from those situations because you know that, basically it's karmic lessons, right? But there's a new beginning coming for you. There's a change in your life that's going to feel a little bit unreal, a little bit like do you see how joyful she is? She's like, ah! I feel like this heartbreak was necessary for you to appreciate your intuition and your discernment so that you can make better choices about the people that you include in your life. You are looking happy in this picture. And I got to tell you guys, King of Swords is generally pretty stern, generally pretty stoic, right? They aren't here going, like somebody is happier because they have learned something that makes their life easier for them. All right, let's move to Sagittarius. This is another gift from Miss Joanna. This is the Modern Goddess Tarot. The Hierophant. All right, Sagittarius, what do you got going on here? Seven of Pentacles. Crone of Swords. Interesting. All right, so Sagittarius, I feel like you have been maybe focusing on things that don't pay. What I'm getting at is I feel like you've been investing more time in hobbies or things that make you happy, not necessarily like focused on a promotion or anything right now, right? Like I feel like the job situation is pretty decent right now. But there's something here about you wanting to get back in touch with the things that make you happy. You may be spending more time in nature specifically. And I think it's because you have found relationships to be a little bit difficult, a little bit challenging in a way that you can't really easily address. You may have found somebody's actions towards you to be a little bit heartless or cold, and that's made you feel like it's time to kind of create some adventure. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You may have had some financial issues, but I think this may be more so talking about kind of reestablishing balance after dealing with somebody that was a little bit difficult to read. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. There is a change here for you. I feel like you've been a little bit of a hermit and you're going to be pursuing more social environments in the near future. There's a desire for you to, put yourself out there or um, find that fun and jubilant energy somewhere. Be careful though, you may be running into somebody that is a little bit unpredictable. Kind of the vibe I'm getting here, Sagittarius, is that you might find somebody really irresistible, really attractive, but they're not here to stay. This isn't a long-term relationship. This might be a muse, somebody who helps you find the right path or write the right book, something along those lines. Appreciate the energy for what it is. Sometimes energy is fleeting, right? Sometimes we only get a week, a month, a year, whatever it is, with somebody that is really incredible. Appreciate what they bless your life with, what you learn from the situation, but I feel like this is not a long-term situation here for you, Sagittarius. All right, let's see what else we have for you with some clarifiers. Five of Wands. Knight of Wands. Definitely some fire energy here for you. Three of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there may have been some competition or some arguments that made you kind of seek out some peace and tranquility. But with the Knight of Wands, I feel like things are going to start ramping up again. You just might find yourself drawn to a different kind of community or a different kind of social group. And, you know, whatever makes you feel like you're moving in the right direction, I say go for it. Just want to caution you because there does seem to be something that's like a flash in the pan or like a very brief interaction, but it does have some sort of merit or value to your life. All right, let's move to Earth signs. We're going to go Capricorn. We're going to go with the Golden Art Nouveau for you. What do we have for Capricorn, please? Knight of Pentacles. Strength in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So Capricorn, there is a challenge here for you. It feels to me like a rejection or a missed opportunity. And, you know, I'm going to give it to you straight here, Capricorn. It feels like you have been slow and steady trying to pursue a particular outcome, but you have, or your person has, not completed some sort of lesson here. And it feels like there's like healing or trauma that needs to be addressed because there's, I think, a tendency to place too much responsibility at the feet of others. In other words, you may end up finding yourself in the same situation until you change how you interact with it. Yeah, Four of Swords in the reverse. There's a need to ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What do I need to heal? What have I heard from others in terms of an opportunity for me to address that, right? Don't hate me. Just trying to help you out. There's something you bring with you to every situation, and it's time for you to let it go. Six of Cups. This is probably hurt or anger from a relationship that happened long ago. You have to let that go so that you can focus on the things that are new. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. It's hard for you to build new relationships or collaborate with others because you keep coming back, like you bring this energy with you everywhere. There's something that happened when you were much younger that you have to heal. star. And once you address that, you bring in a whole different energy into your life, right? But you've got to be able to address that before you can move on. All right, what else do we have for Capricorn, please? Five of Cups. Thinking too much about the past means that you don't realize there are two cups up here that represent new opportunities, right? So let go of the past. What's lost is lost, but it shouldn't mean that you lose the other opportunities in your future, right? Nine of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Once you master how to be happy on your own, then you will get this Ace of Pentacles in the upright. So, sorry, but Capricorn, this feels like you really need to master how to be on your own, how to love being single, how to be comfortable in silence. Once you are comfortable with yourself, once you address this healed or this unhealed situation, then you find your person. Then you get this like love of a lifetime relationship. But you have to conquer what is unhealed within you. You have to let go of the past. All right, let's move to Taurus. We're going to use the Beginner's Tarot for you, Taurus. Six of Swords in the reverse. I saw it in the upright first. So there's a warning here for you, Taurus. There's a way that you can get out of this situation that may only be available briefly. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're feeling stuck in a situation, but your ticket is to focus on the future and let go of the past. You have some of the same energy as Capricorn, but you have Five of Cups in the reverse, meaning you're a little bit further along, not to be comparing people here, but you have let go of something. You just need to now divert that energy and actually invest in the stuff in the future to avoid some stagnation. It feels like you are improving the finances, and it is going to draw in people who want to be loyal to you, people who want to support you. Keep in mind that if you have an opportunity to be generous with others, that comes back to you. We have the Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. There's something that needs to end here, and it is going to end. But I don't want you to feel like it's a failure. There's a new chapter starting for you, and sometimes that means you have to clean out the old stuff and make room for the new stuff, right? There's a skin that you are shedding to become a new version of yourself. If you stay committed to your dreams, you will achieve what you have set out to do. So stay focused on that and make sure you're actively thinking positive thoughts, right? Like you can manifest this, but you've got to accept what is no longer for you and focus on the good things that are coming in. So Taurus, it looks like the main focus here for you is you already have the ability to master balance and take action towards the things that are important for you, but you have to be able to control your mindset and focus on what you want to bring in instead of always thinking about the bad. Which isn't to say you are always thinking about the bad, but you do it a little too much. Two of Cups in the reverse. Some of you may be asked to leave in the past a relationship that did not work for you. You may be tested by an opportunity to get back with this person when you already know without a shadow of a doubt that this is done and that there's nothing else good for you in that relationship. So you got to be strong and maybe avoid some temptation to get lucky with this person, this man. Yeah, because there's a weakness here. And I think it's sexuality. So if this person from your past wants to jump into your bed, I strongly encourage you to not. Four of Pentacles. Hold back. Your sexual energy is worth more than that. This person doesn't deserve to be in your bed. Just saying. All right, let's move to Virgo. Virgo, we're going to use the Edgar Allan Poe for you. Thank you for your patience, Virgo. Thank you for your patience, Anton. I totally agree, Voodoo. I should have mentioned that, Taurus. There could be a risk here. If you sleep with that person from your past, you may catch something you don't want. Virgo, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Feels to me like you are avoiding something that you know needs to happen quickly. Seven of Cups in the reverse. You have clarity on this. You know what I'm talking about probably already. You're avoiding something when it's time to take action. Remember, our pre-shuffle had the Sunflower card, and this is saying it is not time to be shy. It is not time to be timid. You want something, you better go get it, you know? So we have an invitation here for you to hit the red button, to go forward on what it is that you've been planning, right? Three of Cups in the reverse. Virgo, you may be challenged to alter your social community, walk away from one, create a new one, walk away from friendships that are not genuine or authentic. There's something here about the people you have surrounded yourself with or that you have spent a lot of time with in the recent past. They are not on your side. They are not rooting for you. There is, for some of you, this could be, like two people in the same community interested in the same person, but there is like intrigue. There is dishonesty in this community. Dishonesty. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Somebody lied to you, and I think you caught them. Five of Wands in the reverse. And because you already know what happened, because you know the situation, I feel like you're dealing with some inner conflict now. You have a battle in your own mind. Do I do this? Do I do that? Do I end this? Do I pursue this? And the answer is time for the new. Cut out the old. Move away from the old. They don't support you. You have clarity here. You know who lied. And you also, I think, you also know who's honest with you. You may have been dealing with somebody that is, with the Empress in the reverse, somebody that is trying to use the situation or circumstances to their advantage to manipulate you into staying or manipulate you into feeling bad for the situation when they created the situation. I'm sorry, but if you actively sought some sort of chaos, or you sought to ruin someone's day, or you made a decision that you knew was disloyal, you made your bed. That's not my fault. I am not, and neither are you, I am not required to take on the karma for your foolish decisions. If you shit your own bed, you get to clean those sheets. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody here caused some problems. Somebody lied. Somebody made a bad decision. And now they're mad that they're supposed to deal with their own consequences. And they're trying to make you feel bad about it. And Virgo, you don't have to feel bad about it. They did it to themselves, okay? You don't have to, sit there and deal with the bullshit because they didn't know how to be a good person. Remove yourself, move on. There's something better out there for you. the world in the reverse. So look at all of this hope in this card. I love those clouds. He's looking at a destination far away, thinking about how good that would be. I feel like the world in the reverse is here to tell you two things. Number one, don't let go of your dreams or the things that you want to be a reality for yourself, because somebody who's selfish wants to ruin those for you. If you have plans, carry out what they are, because we have somebody here that's being encouraged to take action on something that they've already been thinking about, something they've already had some plans made for. The other thing is, there's something here on your mind, Virgo, and your question is this over? Can this be brought back? Can I, spark something here? There's some unfinished business, or there is something here that you want to look into, somebody you want to talk to. Yes, but you have to act quickly because we have time running out, right? You might feel like you're all tied up or you have too much going on, but you are the angel of balance, which means removing one thing enables you to bring in a new thing, right? New, 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 new. There's new things here for you, Virgo, and I want you to take advantage of them in a good way, right? All right, let's get clarifiers for you, Virgo. What else do we have for Virgo? Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess and the reverse. Ten of Swords. You may feel like you have to be a little bit quiet or move in silence with regards to something that is ending, something you want to walk away from. But I think you know where the progress is. I think you know where the good ending is, the compassion and genuine energy. So you need to make your move towards that. I do feel like there's been a friendship or a relationship or both that you've had to retire or end because there were lies and false intentions, right? If you're a compassionate person, believe me, I understand that it can be difficult to cut people out of your life because they have made a pretty bad decision or because they chose to come against you. But all I can tell you is sometimes the only way somebody learns a lesson about making the right decisions and not screwing people over is when they lose somebody as good as you. You have a big heart, Virgo. You want to help people. You want to be there for people. You are reliable. Be reliable for people who deserve it. I say this, I think, pretty often. We all have energy. We all have time. And it's like cash. You spend it and then it's gone, right? Do you want to spend your time? Do you want to invest your energy into somebody that is going to return that energy back to you and want to build you up and love you the way you would love them? What are you going to choose? Because you've got to be able to look at that energy and that time and that love that you have for other people as cash. How are you going to spend it? Because you can't spend it with other people if you're spending it all over here with people that are dishonest and lame, right? All right. You guys have made it through the whole video. There's still 20 of you. Love you guys. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. I'm going to do a general or a collective advice pull from the fortune telling cards, and then we'll call it a day. So this is for everyone, right? Carry through your ideas. You will be successful. Just like the action card. Do what you said you wanted to do. Follow your heart. Take action. You'll get what you want. You are going to move to a new house. Do not give up hope. So some of you may feel like you're in a transitional period. You may feel a little bit pulled in multiple directions or not feel fully settled. there is something in your future to work towards. You just have to stay steady, right? Someone who is ill is going to recover. So do what you can to be there for somebody that may be ill or struggling, but they will be fine. I feel like for some of you, this is potentially an attempt to make you feel bad or make you feel like you have to help somebody. You can be there without sacrificing everything of yourself, right? All right, you guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you had an enjoyable reading, whichever sign you were listening for. And I will be watching this right after this so that I can put some timestamps on there for you, as well as creating a few shorts for you. And then I have to hop on to some personal readings. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.